welcome to Reski's Righteous Readings. I have a pick a card reading for you today. So the first pile is some beautiful stones. First pile. Second pile is the beautiful rose. Try that rose. Pile 2. And pile 3 are seashells from our last sea beach visit earlier in the year. So pick your pile 1, 2 or 3 and we will be doing a reading. Okay guys, so pile 1 you picked stones and rocks. This will be your reading. Anytime you watch this is the right time. I know I was going to have time off after I did the December monthlies, but the amazing things 72 hours can do. We are now in lockdown because the virus has spread. So yes, we're doing a 6-day lockdown where I am here in South Australia. So I am currently in lockdown with my children. Joyous. So I thought, why do I have some spare time on my hand? I might as well touch base with you guys and just say yes, Redski is fine, Redski is still here, and Redski will continue to do readings throughout this difficult period to give guidance, light, love and assurance to all those who may be feeling a bit in the dark in these times as we see out 2020. So today is November 20th, but anytime you see this is the right time. It's a pick a card. So first pile of stones, here we go. So first we'll pull tarot cards, get meanings, and then I will pull oracle cards, meanings for each of the piles. So pile 1, stones, here we go. Okay, group 1, we've had a few cards come through so far. So we've had the 7 of Swords reversed, the Justice card, Sign of Libra, Ace of Cups, fresh new seeds here, especially in love, and the World card. Very interesting. So group 1. Well, let's start at the beginning. It's always the best. 7 of Swords. So when it's reversed, it's about arguments or uncertain counsel or advice, not really trusting the things that you're being told by people that would be in a trustworthy position, basically. Circumspection. It's also about slander or babbling and, wordly discussion that's quite treacherous. So people using their words in communication to false you. So basically, whether that's through information, so giving you advice or counsel, or whether that's through their word of mouth, through the grapevine, or whether that's through just straight out in your face, through arguments, disagreements, and or debates. It's very clear coming into this reading that there is a lot of disunion through communication. Swords of air energy, so that's all about thought, communication. And so not the best energy coming into it, sort of feeling very disjointed here. Okay, Justice, sign of Libra. Also a sign that you're feeling like there's a lot of reasonableness, that you do have justice and proper balance here, that you have harmony, equity, and a real righteousness. We do love good righteousness. Virtue and honour. This is just reward. This is the eventual outcome, whether favourable or unfavourable, will be truly fair and unbiased to all parties involved. This could be impartiality as well, like I was saying. But if there is any rulings, they will sort of be fair. They won't be favoured. You'll get your chance to say your part. They'll get their chance to say theirs. And a decision will be made in the pure, just cause, not for personal gain or for personal sides. The third card that came out was the Ace of Cups. Now I do like this because this is about new beginnings. Ace is a fresh new seed. Cups is water energy, all about love, and it's really talking about emotions here, ties, connections. Great abundance, fulfillment here. It's all about perfection, joy, opulence, productness, beauty and pleasures. This is the goodness overflowing, favourable outlook. So I do see a fresh new start coming in here, fresh new beginning here. Really starting finding the joy, finding the perfection, finding the fulfillment back in life, but mostly in love. This cup is absolutely overflowing. It's filling to the brim to the point where it's just cascading out. And that's really how you're feeling at the moment. Like things are really coming in together. It's a good vibe coming into this reading. Final card, major arcana as well, that came out was the World. So this is another great card because it's about attachment, completion, and perfection again. Ultimate change, however, or the end results of all efforts. Success, synthesis, fulfillment, capability, triumph in all undertakings here. This is the rewards that come from the hard work and admiration of others. So the world is a full cycle, you know, the world does a full rotation. It ends where it begins, and it does come to an end before it starts its next cycle. And that's exactly what this card is reminding you of. You have gone through the whole process of the movement of it, the whole change of it. And this is the end results and all the effort and all the wealth that I guess you could say that you've accrued through that time, the knowledge, the experience. It's good reading. The next card is the Ace of Swords, and that's reversed. So this is talking about some disaster or self-destruction here, some violent tempers perhaps, or an obstacle. This is reminding you, this is really reminding you that you shouldn't have self-destructive ways here. Really trusting yourself to make the right decisions. Again, swords, air, energy, all about thought and mind. So really making the right choices, standing up for what you think. Next card was Judgment in reverse. So we had the Justice upright, but we have Judgment reversed. And I found this to be very interesting because there's a delay here, or there will be some disappointment and a real failure to face facts here. There's a lot of indecision, maybe a divorce coming, but there's a lot of procrastination that comes with this card. Can be theft or alienation of others, so outsiders coming in and actually alienating you, alienating the connection. So now we'll get into Oracle and additional messages. Okay, great one. So we're going to start with the beautiful spirit guide messages. Really lovely. So, okay, group one, we got the shark. Beautiful cards these are. Trust your instincts to disconcern the truth of this situation. So let's get the book mini and I'll explain that all to you. Okay, the shark. Your instinctual self is that aspect of you that sends signals to your brain directly from your body. It is what is responsible for your survival, particularly when you're in a life-threatening situation and must avoid danger by fighting, fleeing, or remaining still and quiet. Your instincts indicate which choice is most likely to ensure your success. It is much more than primal than instinct, and is what connects humans with all other animals. The trust for your instincts signals can be modified and distorted by conditioning, especially childhood conditioning. When you're repeatedly told to distrust what your body is telling you and you're faced with life-threatening situations with no escape, the exquisite survival mechanism becomes clouded at the least and completely suppressed at the extreme. It's replaced by either a generalized fear and agitation that gets projected onto relatively big and benign situations, or even a psychic numbness and anesthesia of the senses, and severely limits your body's ability to process environmental cues for danger. This sensory numbness also limits your abilities to fully experience pleasure. Take the time to tune in to your gut feelings using slow, deep breaths as an access code. Listen with all your senses to disconcern what your body is telling you and use your intellect to interpret whether it's a conditioned reaction or an instinctual response. With practice, you'll refine your perceptual capabilities so that you can completely trust what you feel. The associations with this card is confidence, secrets, protection, respect, survival, authority, focus, action, unpredictability, ancestors, shape-shifting, solitude, endurance, assertive, and divinity. So really trusting instincts, getting back to those things that give us our primordial juice, I guess you could say. So yes, trust your instincts, because they may just be on the money. So let's see what else is coming in. Wishes fulfilled. Your wishes have been germinating. They're deeply planted in the soil of loving universe, and fulfillment is here or just around the corner, but faith is out there. It's easy to get deflated if what we want doesn't materialize right away. Have confidence here. You are more than capable of manifesting your deepest desires. It's all happening, dear one. So lovely. Manifesting wishes fulfilled. That's actually really lovely. See if there's and adventure awaits. So this card reads, break up your routine and live a little, sweetheart. It's time for some adventure. Plan a vacation, take a spontaneous drive. A change of pace and scenery will do you good, but you never know whom you'll meet or what you'll experience along the way. A fabulous new friend or partner, a spectacular meal at a charming local joint. The vista of a lifetime adventure awaits. Okay, one more message from the Island Time on this and see what's coming in. One. Please remember to like, share and subscribe if you've not done so already, and check out the December monthlies for all the signs are out at the moment. See what's coming in for the end of 2020. Okay, 2 cards dropped. So we have Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, or meeting, hesitation here. So a little bit worried about the unknown, maybe about meeting new people, maybe just coming out of isolation and just the whole social ineptness of that. Clock, need time, it takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal and progress. And backed with the beautiful, crazy, sexy love notes that we used today, that backs that up to a T. So group 1, that's your reading. Group 2, you picked up the beautiful rose. This is your reading. Okay, group 2, so we'll start with the tarot, and then we'll get the meanings, and then we'll move into oracle and their messages. So group 2, you picked the rose. This is your reading. Just have the 10 of swords come out. So big messages. So the first card we got, group 2, is the 10 of swords. Air energy, so this is talking about ruin and pain, affliction, mental anguish, desolation here, misfortune and disappointment, feeling really laid out, feeling like, you know, you've taken 10 swords to the back. This could literally be backstabbed, but feeling very just ruined here. Can't go an inch further, being completely laid out flat, being totally executed kind of thing. 2 of Wands. So this is talking about mature individual, a ruler, attainment of goals and needs, boldness, courage in undertakings, and a very dominant spirit. This is Alexandra, and he looks out into the world created and looks into the world he envisioned. And there's a sense of proudness here, having an idea, having an idealism, having a dream, something that he had, he's now brought into fruition. It's now something that is a living source. It's something that is of its own standing. Third card, 5 of Pentacles reversed. So selfishness here, envy, jealousy, bad debt and unpaid loans. So the message here is not to go into debt, to pay the loans down, to pay down the money where it needs to go. Stop putting it off today. Stop putting off till tomorrow what can be done today, my guides are telling me. Money is very important at the moment, especially with all the global and, you know, chaotic things of 2020, and even going now at the moment. Money is tight. Sourcing money for goods is hard. This is reminding you, pay down things, because if you don't now, they'll still be there in the future, and this will lead to much issues. So that's the general message there. Page of Cups, 4th card. So pages are more immature energy, but great ideas and idealisms they have. And this is a very studious and intent person, someone that's reflective, loyal, willingness to offer services and efforts towards a specific goal that you may have, a helpful person or a trustworthy worker. So someone coming in that's very eager to please, wanting to help, give them a direction, and they will help you attain that direction and or initiative. They're not the most wisest, but they do have a real freshness about them, of eagerness, of just wanting to get in and chomping at the bit. Fool reversed. So bad decisions or indecision, hesitance and negligence. So bad decision or indecision, decisions not being made correctly is the way I would put it, and just negligence in the way decisions are making, and that's making not only bad decisions but big issues. Third card, and that is none other than the Hierophant. Now, this is interesting because the Hierophant talks about, you know, kindness, forgiveness, inspiration, compassion, servitude, inactivity as well, a capacity to one's to own one's own ideas, a tendency to cling sometimes to ideas and principles even after they've been a bit outdated. But this is also about conformity. Someone that's religious or deeply spiritual, someone that knows many walks of life and the vines that connect them is what I want to say there. So someone that's deeply knowledge, full of wisdom, full of understanding, someone that is sits within their own energy. Nine of Pentacles, and this was today's actual card of the day if you check it out on Facebook. The Nine of Pentacles, I love it because it's accomplishment, foresight. Through prudence, we've had material well-being now and a love for nature. So this is about really being solid and being really not wanting for anything really with that money. This is happiness through monetary and material success, through prudence, through hard work, through banking it. You know, she's actually got the time to walk out amongst the sunset, talk to nature, be one with nature. She's got no indifference there, or feels she feels so solidified there. She feels so very, very home, and that's really the general consensus with that card. Okay, let's get to Oracle Crazy Sexy Love Notes. So let's see what's coming in for you, Group 2. So it seems like there's an ending because tens are completions of cycles, and you have that Ten of Swords. So a ten's completion of cycles, so that seems to be happening, so all of this can make way. So once that, the ruin begins, that's when the real building begins. It's sometimes not until we've been laid out flat and we're at our darkest before we can actually build. Say you're sorry. Are you carrying around regret? Is there a relationship that needs healing, but you just don't know what to say? Give your pride a rest and simply start with, I'm sorry. Take responsibility and acknowledge your role in the situation. Apologize for them and for you. Let it go and be very proud of yourself. Making amends isn't easy, but it's a huge leap forward on your spiritual path. Bravo. So yes, letting go, part of releasing is you have to accept. You cannot change, so you must accept and move forward. So definitely a process here is happening. I love this card. Haven't seen this one before. Believe. There's magic all around you. Open up your wonders of the universe. Notice the connections and synchronicities. Follow your feelings and believe with all your heart. We successfully manifest our dreams when our feelings are in alignment with our plans. From that sacred union, the right ideas take shape. The best relationships blossom, and the stuff that's meant to be easily falls into place. Everything now is possible. Believe. I like that one. Okay, spirit animal. Spirit animal. I love this deck. It's beautiful. Spirit animal messages. Okay. Alright. So we have the panda. Create a sacred space for yourself in your home and or place of work. Okay, let's have a look at the panda. Okay. Panda. A sacred space is an area in your home or workplace where you can have some privacy for contemplation, meditation, or simply a bit of quiet to take time to think. If this isn't possible to do at work, it becomes even more imperative that you provide this for yourself in your home. This is a space that is your territory, whether it's an entire room or a corner or your living room or bedroom. Place a cozy chair or pillow there, and then set up a simple altar. One that contains a few pieces that are both personal and precious. Include a candle in your space that you can light when you're abiding there. Make your sacred space a comfortable place to hang out with no agenda or compulsory thing to do. As Buddha said, don't just do something, sit there. You may find all sorts of reasons or excuses not to do this, but don't cave in to these internal objections. Make it important enough for your emotional and mental health and balance to create this kind of private spiritual sanctuary. Be sure to do nothing in particular for a good period of time while you are there. The increasingly rapid pace of life and growing insensitives in the world are even greater cause for doing this now. It's a place for solace, one where you can more closely listen to your inner voice and feelings and tap into the life force inside that's expressing itself to you now. Associations is rarity, veganism, polarity, willpower, solitude, privacy, sacred space, intuition, perspective, gentleness, strength, flexibility, modesty, and most of all, economy. Okay, last cards from the little black iron box. Okay. So we have three. So we have first, oh good lord, that goes with the Ten of Swords. Stabbed in the back, heartbroken, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. So that backs that up nicely. We have the Runner, which is running in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. And third, healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happy. So group 2, that's your reading. Okay, group 3, who choose the beautiful shells. This is your reading. Just as I was drawing your cards, I got a bit of like a head spin, kind of like, you know when you come off a really fast ride and your head's still spinning inside, like a motion sickness. And I just had in my head words come across, why is my head still spinning? I just got off the ride. So I don't know who that's for, but thank God it's left me now, because it was extreme dizziness, like spinning inside your head, like really bad motion sickness. It's awful. Okay, group 3, your first card. The 8 of Swords. So this is really talk when it's reversed. Treachery in the past, difficulty, hard work, depression, really feeling like things didn't come in the way they should have. A lot of treachery, people really messing with you, but that's past energy now, it's now leaving you. We have a lot of major arcana and sword energy here, so it's a very interesting reading actually. Your second card is none other than the Empress. Now this is a beautiful energy. She's about feminine progress, you know, fruitfulness, accomplishment. She could be a marriage, wife material, you know, she can have your children, feminine influence, ability to motivate others, practical with a great deep intuition. She really is feminine energy, length of days. She really stands for anything that's feminine in progress. The Empress really does have a little bit of all of us in her. She wears the crown with the 12 constellational stars, which represents all of our star signs. So it says that she's not partial to anything. She really does take everything in equal value. 6 of Swords reversed. Stalemate, I want a proposal, confession here. Declaration, so something publicly coming in, a declaration, something that you've been long waiting to hear. Maybe this is a truth, news, but something is coming out that's been long awaited for. And you're going to very much appreciate this finally coming out and being aired out in the open. Your next card is none other than the Hermit, sign of Virgo, and it's reversed. So again, imprudence, hastiness, incorrect advice here being followed, or failure caused by dullness in general. Overprudence resulting in unnecessary delays, so I'm seeing delays here across the board. Just incorrect advice, rushing in to follow incorrect advice, or being too stagnant, and things not coming in because you're not moving forward. If you stay put in one spot, you're hardly going to go forward or backwards, so it just stunts everything. It just means everything stays put where it is. Next card, sign of Sagittarius, also another major arcana, Temperance. So this is really about having moderation, temperance, and patience. This is accomplishment through self-control and frugality. The beautiful angel Michael has 1 foot on water and 1 foot on earth. So this is about having proper balance, moving through different elements as well. He could quite easily fly, yet his feet touch the ground and he walks while carrying the 2 cups, equally distributing the water without dropping a drop. So, you know, this is harmony. This is the mixing or bringing together into perfect union here. This is consolidation, good influence, success, fusion comes to mind for me. But most of all, adjustment to make the perfect combination. Success. And the next card, which the last group had as well, says the general consensus across the board today that there is a lot of worry and ending of cycles. 10 of Swords, ending of cycle, it's a 10. Ruin, pain, affliction, and mental anguish here. Desolation, misfortune, disappointment here. But this cycle is completing now. The 10 is painful as it is the end of this cycle, and it means that you'll be soon to start a fresh new cycle. Last card for the Tarot, 5 of Swords reversed. So again, trickery, contradictions, complexity, involvement, you know, just Caution against indecision again is the 4-1, but a lot of arguments, trickery, contradictions, complexity here, real complex issues that are just not getting sorted out. Okay, so let's see what your spirit animal will be. Group 3. Got the humpback whale. Music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. The humpback whale. In order to diagnose their patients, one of the questions that shaman often asked was when the patient stopped singing. If it had been quite some time, the shaman was certain to recommend singing amongst other remedies. As an essential aspect of recovery, all that's involved with you when you sing, the fullness and rhythm of your breathing, the opening of your mouth and jaw, and the soulful and creative expression of your spirit serves to enhance your health and raise your vibrations. Similarly, playing an instrument can touch those inner creative depths that yearn to be expressed through song. Simply listening with your full attention to your favorite tune or melody can also inspire and heal. Make music an essential to your lifestyle as eating and breathing. You can breach the inhibitions about expressing yourself musically that you've acquired over the years in some very simple and easy way. Sing, chant, or play an instrument. Take a few voice lessons as a means to shore up your confidence. Let the magical child inside help you rediscover the joy of creating music. Dive in and play. Associations: singing, breathwork, sound healing, sensitivity, alchemy, ancestral wisdom, creativity, inner depth, insight, healing, release, and guardianship. So that's a good one. I think I needed to hear that myself. Singing is a beautiful way to heal, to just feel good. Okay, now we are doing the crazy, sexy love notes. So it's coming in for group 3. And it's flying across the room. Hang on, I'm going to go dig that out. Okay. That literally went halfway across my lounge room. Offer your love. Is there someone in your life who could benefit from loving kindness? The gesture doesn't have to be big. Send an email, pick up the phone, pop by for a visit, or order a bouquet of posies. Let this person know that you're thinking of him or her. When we offer our love generously, take caring energy comes back to tenfold, which also lifts us up in the progress. Reach out and offer your love today. Do you like that one? It's a good one. Pause. If you're feeling unsure about a decision, there's probably a good reason. Take your time and think it through. There's no need to rush. Allow your heart's wisdom to guide you. If you feel pressure to act immediately, it's probably a sign that this isn't the right opportunity. Don't worry, because more opportunities will come along the way, and the right one will come in and fit like a glorious glove. Find your time. The spiritual tribe is out there, and once you find your tribe members, rejoice together, motivate each other, support each other, and stick together. Share your accomplishments, hopes, desires, and heartbreak. Praise each other and offer the kindest love, or kindest tough love when needed. There's strength in numbers. You're never alone. Okay, wellness cards. Okay. Healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships or addiction, and coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. And I think that backs that reading to a T, group 3. So thank you for joining me. If you're not done so already, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in 2021. Enjoy the bonus, and all be safe during the end of 2020. Until I see you again, light and love from Reski and the Divine. Bye.